Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jacob Restituto. I'm a musician from Northport, New York, and I want to give a quick shout out to Miriam on the channel. Big OG supporter of the channel. Been around for a long time. Really appreciate you. Funny coincidence, I was kind of just scrolling around Burnham content, and I came across this. This is Can't Handle This, the Kanye Rant, Make Happy Netflix. And I was just kind of like looking at, kind of like just wanted to see what it was about, kind of like scroll through it just a little bit. And then I was on live stream like 6 hours later, and Miriam had requested, completely unknowing that I had already looked into it. And I was like, you know what? Now that double coincidence, let's check it out. So it's a long one. It's a commitment. So grab your popcorn, grab your little glass of water, your wine, your whiskey, whatever, your coffee, your iced tea, your bubble tea, wherever you're located, and we're gonna be checking this out. I'm pumped to check it out. If you want to check out my music, it's Jacob Restituto wherever you listen. And if you want to release music just like I release music, definitely consider checking out DistroKid, where you can save 7% on your first year subscription, putting out as much music as you want, which is the beautiful part. You get to keep 100% of the royalties, and you get to put your music on all the major streaming platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, TikTok, Instagram stories, with even the little lyrics that go with it. So let's see what we got. This is Can't Handle This, Burnham live.
I went to Kanye West's recent tour, the Yeezus tour. It was a big, dramatic, theatrical show. He did something very strange at the end of his show where he ranted for like 20 minutes. It was kind of a rant, kind of a song. He had auto-tune on his voice, and there was an instrumental in the background. Like this instrumental. He talked about his problems. Race. Power. His $90 t-shirts weren't selling very well. That was most of it. And I watched this. I thought maybe I could do this. I'll be honest, my problems are not as high stakes as Kanye's, but I have problems. And maybe a crowd in New York would be nice enough to indulge me. So
shout out to New York. That actually looks like Radio City Music Hall, actually, now that I'm looking at it. You see where this is? I was probably where his thumb is right now. Not for this concert, for the Fray. And Hillsong United. Both of them, I saw them at Radio City Music Hall.
As we get to the end of a night of theater and comedy and sweaters coming on and off, I got one question for you. And that question is, can I say my shit?
First off, I want to give a shout out to the sound guy who perfectly turned on the auto-tune at the right time for him. So that is well produced, well timed. And of course it was intentional, but I appreciate that it was just well timed.
Can I say my shit?
I love his use of auto-tune.
New York, can I say my shit? I got lots of shit to say. I got lots of shit to say.
That cinematography, that far shot was sick. Little side note, a little thing. Let's talk about auto-tune really quick. I love his artistic use of it. It's actually, I really actually enjoy it. It's a cool stylistic choice. A thing about auto-tune that you don't realize though is you actually have to be a good singer for it to work. If you're not a good singer and you're completely like trying to find the pitches, it'll be like going all over trying to find the pitches because it'll be hitting these wrong notes. And what it does is the way auto-tune works. By the way, if you're new here, I talk a lot of production. I'm a musician. I make music. That's my job. So I talk production. So welcome aboard. What it is it's a function that you put the key signature of the key you're in. So for example, you're in the key of A major, say. There's three sharps, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp in that key. So the key signature would be like, or the key scale would be A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, back to A, and it repeats over and over and over again. And so what that means is when you sing a note and you tell it you're in the key of A, it's gonna make sure that note is on whatever it thinks the closest note, the closest pitch to that relative note that you sang it. So for example, if you sang a C, well, it's gonna try to figure out do you want C sharp or do you want B, and it's gonna auto tune to that specific note. If you sing like a C sharp, which is in the key, but you sing it a little sharp, it'll bring it back down. Now it creates that robotic tone because it changes the slight timbre of your voice, obviously, but it also changes hard hits. Normally, if you sing a note, la, it really goes ba 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 ba. Like it's very robotic about obviously the way it works, as opposed to normal vocals. Sometimes you kind of slide down to notes. So but usually it doesn't. If you're not like a decent pitched human, it's probably gonna sound disastrous. Like those riffs, you have to be pretty good.
I have a huge amount of trouble fitting my hand inside of a Pringle can. I can get my hand like 4 inches into the can, but then I have to tilt the can into my mouth. But by that point, a bunch of crumbs have accumulated at the bottom of the can, so they all go spilling onto my face. But I'm trying
to... in the way that he's a great like musician performer. Like I didn't realize that. So like the way he like changes the timbre of the sound, like changes the effect of it, really gives like a really cool, like he's not just singing into like the full effect. You get the full features, man. Cool.
So they all go spilling onto my face.
Nice echo right there.
Say is the diameter of Pringle cans is way too small. I'll say it again, the diameter of Pringle cans is way too small. 2 radiuses of a Pringle can is way too small. If you feel me, put your hands up. Come on. If you feel me, put your hands up.
The production's fantastic too, man. Like just the synth in the background, the echoey piano, the echo of his, man, it's so good.
Hands that are way too big to fit inside a Pringle can. Your hands are too big to fit inside a Pringle cans. Your hands are too big to fit inside a Pringle can. You think you can?
The echo throws?
You think you can? Pringles, listen to the people. I am sure 90% of the complaint letters you get are about the width of your cans. Just make them wider. I've overdone the Pringles thing. Sorry. I want to have a daughter.
You hear the panning of the I think it's some sort of organ kind of thing. It's going left, right, left, right.
Pringles thing. Sorry.
Okay, you hear it right there. He would go, sorry. There was no echo, so that means somebody's riding the fader right there. That's what we call it an echo throw or delay throw, because somebody's going up, down, riding the fader. It's called riding the fader also.
I've overdone the Pringles thing. Sorry. I want to have a daughter. Want to have a daughter. So I can finally have someone around the house who can fit their hands in a Pringle can. Yes, I'm still on the Pringle cans thing. Yeah. I'll move on, all right?
The contrast between the humor and the deep kind of contemplative music in the background is amazing.
But that is priority numero uno. I don't go to the gym because I'm self-conscious about my body. But I'm self-conscious about my body because I don't go to the gym. Irony can be so painful.
It's brilliant.
That's Catch-22.
So like that riff right there, you would definitely have to be like relatively decent at singing.
That's 22.
Or else it would just be finding the pit. It'd be fluttering all over the place.
Let's do this.
Come on, bring the drums there. Come on.
When did Chipotle?
Okay.
When did Chipotle? Got myself a chicken burrito. I went down the line, I got like all these ingredients, and then at the end of the line, the guy tried to wrap the burrito, but half of the shit inside the burrito spilled out. He still wrapped it. I was like, dude, you should have warned me. You're a burrito expert. You should have told me halfway through, hey man, you might be reaching maximum burrito capacity here. Do you think I want a messy burrito? No one wants a messy burrito. The whole appeal of a burrito is that all of the ingredients are contained within the confines of the tortilla.
That's the beauty of humor. It's like straight up true. One thing I want to talk about production-wise again is he has to really trust and be good. Like they have to rehearse the reverb, the echo throws, because if the sound guy throws the echo at the wrong time, it's gonna throw him off. Like because he's obviously hears it. He probably has floor monitors because he doesn't have in-ears in, because he probably wants to hear the crowd. That's interesting actually. That he probably does not have ever use in-ears, because as musicians you want to hear yourself, you also want to hear the crowd, but you need to hear yourself. You need to hear the crowd more so as a comedian, which is fascinating. But if that throws at the wrong time, it'll throw him off, which is you gotta get that down.
Confines of the tortilla. I wouldn't have gotten half this shit if I knew it was gonna fit in the burrito. All right, look. I wouldn't have got the lettuce if I knew it wouldn't fit. Wouldn't have got the cheese if I knew it wouldn't fit. Wouldn't have got the peppers if I knew they wouldn't fit.
It's so melodic. It's wild.
Half of it
So
like
unique.
I'm okay with small mistakes. If you got no more chicken, I'll take pork. But I'll blow my dad before I eat a burrito with a fork. Wouldn't have got the lettuce if I knew it wouldn't.
Oh, come on. Arpeggio, man. No way, is he controlling it? Interesting. Maybe he's controlling it. That would make more sense. He probably has some sort of TC Helicon. Let's see, TC Helicon vocal pedal. The Voice Live. Yeah, there it is. Right here. Very popular pedal. I have something similar. I actually borrowed it from a friend and never give it back. Yeah. So it's a vocal pedal. There's a lot of different effects you can do. Reverb, echo, what's it called? Auto tune. So delay. So that he could be running it through, and you would run it through like if the back you see the XLR, plug the XLR input into here, it goes stereo outputs out of here. That could be how he's recording this. Actually, it's pretty fascinating. That lighting is insane, though. Arpeggio, man, is wild. Yeah, I bet he's controlling it. That's why he's not fazed by
I can sit here and pretend like my biggest problems are Pringle cans and burritos. The truth is my biggest problem's you. I want to please you, but I want to stay true to myself. I want to give you.
The biggest struggle as a creator is finding the balance between pleasing the crowd, subscribers, fans, whatever you want to call them, and pleasing making yourself happy with what you actually want to do, being happy with yourself and making the crowd happy. If you can find that perfect medium, you are glorious and perfect. But that is hard. Doing what you want to do and what they want to do and finding that balance, that is hard. He hit some real truth. We went from joking our Pringle clans to deep truth all real quick.
And burritos. The truth is my.
And burritos is a melody from Hamilton.
And burritos.
And burritos. I don't know what part, but come on, where's my Hamilton people at? That's a melody from Hamilton.
Problems are Pringle cans. And burritos. The truth
What's that
is
melody?
my
Come on,
biggest
tell me,
problem's
somebody.
You. I want to please you, but I want to stay true to myself. I want to give you the night out that you deserve, but I want to say what I think.
Oh my gosh, preach, man. He is preaching.
I want to give you the night out that you deserve, but I want to say what I think and not care what you think about it.
Oh my
A
gosh.
part of me loves you. Part of me hates you. Part of me needs you. Part of me fears you. And I don't think that I can handle this right now. Handle this right now.
He is being so authentic because that is the struggle. That's actually a really interesting song idea, man. Now that I think about it, that is actually a really interesting song idea. That is, bro, I'm thinking getting chills, man. That is straight talk. Because if you're not a performer, if you're not in the entertainment industry, you would never understand that. That's completely based on somebody that makes their income from performing, and you know, whether it be YouTube, whether it be on stage, like you're performing, and that is crazy, man. That's you have to make your money from entertainment business to understand that, man. Oh my gosh, man.
Part of me fears.
Shoot, man. Like, I'm pumped that we're doing this because I didn't get this. I was kind of skimming around. I'm pumped that we did this, because this is way deeper than I thought it was. I thought we were just talking about Chipotle and Pringles for a while. Oh my gosh, man.
I don't think that I can handle this right now. Handle this right now. I don't think that I can handle this right now. this right. I don't think that I can handle this right. I don't think that.
Okay. We got a little glimpse. Hold on. I think it's this. I think it's the new TC Helicon. I think it's this right here. The Extreme, they called it. Come on, load. There we go. It looks like this. That's kind of what we're looking at. I think so, right? Something similar to that. Kind of looks like that. I think that's what it is. That's my guess. It could also be this one. Actually, it might be this one because it didn't look as crazy looking. Yeah, I don't know.
Look at them, they're just staring at me like, come and watch the skinny kid with a steadily declining mental health, and laugh as he attempts to give you what he cannot give himself. Think that I can handle this right. I don't think that I can handle this right. But they don't even know the
4 on the floor with the kick.
But they don't even know the herb of it. But I know I'm not a doctor. I'm a pussy. I put on a silly show. I should probably just shut up and do my job. So here I go. Wouldn't have got the letters if I knew it wouldn't fit. Wouldn't have got the cheese if I
Dude, look how sick that shot is, man. Oh my god.
Into my job, so here I go. Wouldn't have got the letters if I knew it wouldn't.
That's such a sick shot.
Wouldn't have got the cheese if I knew it wouldn't. Wouldn't have got the peppers if I knew they wouldn't. Wouldn't have got half. You can.
Oh, see how he goes to that after he says, I should just probably do my job, and then he goes to this where like he's going back to like the funny part of this show. Move on from the real talk. Fascinating.
The peppers if I knew they wouldn't. Wouldn't have got half. You can tell them anything if you just make it funny, make it rhyme. And if they still don't understand you, then you will run it one more time. Think that I can handle this.
Oh, bass coming in deep.
Handle this right. Handle
Okay, see that note right there was like he didn't really hit a note inside the key, so it kind of just like fluttered randomly.
handle this right.
Right here. It kind of worked, but it wasn't like really like working.
Handle this right. Handle this right. You don't even know the half of this right now.
Deep bass.
Right now. Handle this right. Handle this right. Handle this right now. Thank you. Good night. I hope you're happy.
Dude, is that the way he ended the show? Holy mackerel, man. I gotta stick and watch this special. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I could handle this, man. This is crazy. Shout out to Bo Burnham, man. That was ridiculous. Wow, man. Some real talk right there. That was some real talk. Oh my gosh. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was some legit real talk about the problems of performing, the balance that you have to, the balance that you struggle with as a performer, man. So that was wild. He kind of, it was kind of like the 1-2 punch, because he kind of sets you, it's like the backhanding compliment where it's like you start complimenting people like, hey, I really like this, I really like this, I really like this. Hey, this poof needs to change. I really like this, really like this. That was crazy, man. So that was wild. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Definitely going to be checking out some more Bo Burnham. That was ridiculous. I'll see you in the next video. If you want to check out my music, it's Jacob Restituto, wherever you listen. God bless and peace out.